Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Road Builder YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make like snow mounds, dirt hills, mountains, all that kind of stuff that is very useful in asset packs, and you can kind of recolor these and use them for a ton of different things. There's also a lot of different ways to make them. I'm going to just show you the way I do it, the way I personally find the best, and what works the best for me. But before we get too far in, if you guys could drop a like and make sure you're subscribed with those post notifications on, it does help push your boy in the YouTube algorithm, and we're going to be able to get up there, okay? So let's just start out by dropping that like real quick. First things first, we're going to go ahead and delete this guy, Shift A, mesh, and plane, okay? Always use a plane for stuff like this anyways, and I'm even going to scale it up. It doesn't matter how big, it's just however big you're going to want it. Then we're going to go into edit mode as always and click Control R, which is our loop cut tool. And then we're just going to scroll on our mouse for like quite a bit of them actually. I'm probably going to do like something like this. You can do more or less. It's 100% up to you. Then we're going to go to the other side and use our loop cut tool and scroll again to make quite a bit of these one more time. We'll go like this. All right, so now we have a bunch of lines, as you can see. Let me press A and bring this kind of above so it doesn't look so confusing with these lines and these lines. And then we're going to grab our face select, press O, which is going to go our proportional editing. If you don't, have an O key on your keyboard for some reason, you can just click this little circle right here, and it'll do the same thing. And then you just want to click one of these. We could go into this front view if you want. Press G, and it's going to give you a little circle. So it's going to move what is within that circle. Let me go ahead and go like up here. So G, and as you can see, we're moving what's in this circle. So if we want to move more of it, we just scroll our mouse out, and now we have a very smooth, a nice smooth hill, which is good for like snow mounds and stuff, or even hills within a game. But we don't really want to move that much for a mountain, so we're going to move this guy like this, grab like the middle guy, press G, bring like a bunch of this up, and it's really however you want to do it, because it's, they never have to look the same. We're going to press G on this one, go in a little bit. That can be like that. Over here, maybe a little bit. I would be careful doing it around the edges, because when you're in studio, you're not going to be able to see like this side. For example, if this was going to be like way up here, you have to sink this into the ground. So like if you looked at it this side, it would just be invisible. Highly would not recommend doing anything towards the outside of this. But other than that, you could do pretty much whatever you want. So just grab a face, press G, and arrange, or like, not arrange, what am I saying? Press G, and then make this bigger or smaller depending how you want it. The smaller it is, the more like rigid it's going to look. The bigger it is, the more smooth it's going to look. So let's just do something like this. That would be a nice little snow hill, which is probably a bit more dramatic than it needs to be, in all honesty. We could do something like this and start like toning it back a little bit. Something like this would work for a snow hill. And then of course you want to shade smooth if it is going to be a snow hill. And then I like to go over here, go to normals, auto smooth, and you can always mess around with this. Do you want less? Do you want more? All up to you. But that would be a snow hill, and then you would rinse and repeat that process for a mountain, a dirt hill, however you wanted to do it. If you wanted it to be less smooth, I guess, kind of rigid, you could go back to your plane, make a lot less loop cuts if you didn't want it to be as rigid, or you could just click this and not use as much of like the proportional editing. So G, and do like real small ones like this. And then maybe like you could grab these 4 in the middle and make a huge one. Like you could do pretty much anything. Also, make sure you're in like the perspective, because now if I'm like this and I press G, it's like, I can bring it straight up. It's not going to go like backwards like these. Make sure you're on the top of the things, okay? And then if you want smooth, you just grab one of these bad boys, make this bigger with your mouse wheel. And as you can see, nice and smooth, guys. So that's how you make terrain, and you can import this to Roblox just like all the other meshes you make in Blender. Hopefully this helped you guys out a lot. If it did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That is going to wrap up today's video. I know it was short, but it was sweet. All right, any tutorials that you guys are super hyped for or really would like to see, please let me know in the comments below. Whatever gets the most likes, I will try to do next. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Later.